Hey, what's going on out there? You're tuned in to your favorite Real Housewives podcast featuring a guy who doesn't really want to watch it and his wife.
Marianne, you sound like this. Is this like your radio talk show voice?
No, that's just like my stupid open. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to fucking start this. Like, I'm Mike, you're Mare. We're gonna sit here and talk about the fucking Real Housewives. And I can hear the echo in my headphones, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. But, whatever. And the show is called, we should probably get to that, by the way. The show is called I Don't Want to Watch That.
But you're watching it.
I know, but why am I watching it? Let's recap. It's because of quarantine.
Yeah. Day 7.
Like it's a weird sci-fi dystopia.
Day 7 of quarantine.
Yeah, day 4 of quarantine.
Wow.
We're 6 episodes into the Real Housewives.
Yeah. I wish you guys could see us right now. It's a sad sight.
I haven't taken this robe off.
I haven't worn a bra in 7 days.
I'm all for that, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't want to watch that. That's the show. You're listening to it. My wife, Mare, she makes me watch a reality show. And I finally agreed because there's no fucking sports on.
And I feel like you're enjoying it a little bit.
Yeah, I love drama.
I knew it.
You know that.
I love it.
I haven't kept up with Grey's Anatomy for 15 years because I don't like drama. I need a little bit of it in my life.
You love gossip. You love drama. And this is
absolutely
the perfect show for you.
Okay. And I am 5 episodes behind on Grey's Anatomy, so nobody tweet me any bullshit. I haven't caught up. Basically, when I was explaining to my daughter about what this show was going to be, I was like, it's kind of like, I was explaining Real Housewives to her, and I was like, it's the drama associated with Grey's Anatomy, except they're never out of character.
Yeah.
So, that's about it.
These people are real.
Yeah,
they're being themselves.
24/7. I mean, some of the situations are manufactured, but I feel like the hate is real in some of them, and it's underlying, and I feel like it's going to start bubbling soon. I'm all for it.
Oh, it's going to get
I'm
so
all for
good.
it. One last thing to mention before we dive in, and what we're going to be talking about is episodes 4 through 6 of season 1 of The Real Housewives.
Yes, correct.
But if you wanted to follow us on Twitter and or Instagram, Twitter would be Don't Want to Watch, and the O in Don't is a 0 because some fucking loser took that name 6 years ago and hasn't done shit with it.
Yeah, I've been, sometimes Mike tweets from it, sometimes I tweet from it. Right now, I'm binge watching The Real Housewives of OC for the first time. So I'm on like season 5, I think. So every once in a while, you'll see some random tweets from the OC. But okay, so back to the task at hand.
And just to say, for Instagram, it's Don't Want to Watch, no zeros. And speaking of the Real Housewives and Ramona, my mom is calling me for the third time.
I know, she called me too.
For the third time today. They are drunken in Florida. And, one of my notes from the episodes was, I've mentioned in the previous episode that Ramona reminds me of my mom with money. It's the difference, I've pinpointed the difference. It's Ramona wants to be sexy and my mom wants to be silly. Those are the only differences.
Okay,
everything else is pretty much spot on.
Yeah. Yes.
So anyway, let's dive in. Episode 4.
Yes, Social Wife. Episode 4, Social Wife. Okay. So Jill, Bethany, and Alex, they go to that like swanky restaurant out. I think it's like the first time really all the girls are going out and going together.
Everybody's there but Ramona.
Yeah, because Ramona's out with her other friends.
Oh yeah, they're at a club. They're going crazy. It's hilarious just to watch her out be a fucking
like hitting on those guys.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Well, no, she wasn't really hitting on them. She was kind of humoring them.
I don't even know who brought them over here.
Yeah,
like
and
I'm done with you.
Yeah,
You're boring
now.
Yeah, something like that.
She's like, guys, I'm bored now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. But the other 4 ladies, they're at dinner. And, Alex is there, acting all snooty, acting like she belongs with them. And she's got Luann fooled for like a hot minute.
For a hot minute.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And she's still fooled up until this point, as far as I know.
Yeah, I think so.
They're all a little turned off, but, you know.
I just got a text from your mom.
Oh, God. What does she say? We'll call her after this again. I gotta tell her we're recording a Real Housewives podcast. This is ridiculous. Can't be calling like this, Mom.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? But anyway, so at dinner, I gotta say, you know what started like growing on me at dinner? It was Bethany. Like I gave her a hard time. Yeah, I gave her a hard time after those first couple episodes, but she was talking shit right to Alex's face, and I thought it was hilarious. So yeah, they're both just fucking lame, and it's annoying to watch them on TV.
What did you think about Luann going out and like leaving her kids when she was going out with with her niece who's 23?
Oh well, that was a little bit further in the episode.
Oh, my bad. Well,
but yeah, no.
The notes that I took.
No, that's fine. But yeah, that was ridiculous. I mean, Luann's out there. It's so insane. Like, you're watching these women, and they want to be in high school again.
I know.
And they've got the money to, like, live that life. Like, they're still going to clubs. They don't care. They have people watching their kids. They're not raising their kids. The kids want to hang out with them.
I know.
Like, in the most recent episode, episode 6, the kid Noel, whose real name is Noel, because that's how you fucking spell it. He's like, hey, Mark, I go to dinner with you? She's like, nah, chill.
It's just for grown-ups.
It's just for grown-ups. It's like, yo, I'm sure they do hang out with their kids, but it's just very sad to see, like, on TV, like, the kids like, hey, let's hang out, parents. And the parents are just like, nah, chill. I gotta go drink fucking 7 margaritas and, make a fool of myself on TV. Not hang out with you.
All right, I didn't mean to jump ahead.
But that's fine.
We could go back a little bit, but I guess we could talk a little bit about Simon and Alex, like, getting ready for a night out.
Well, I had a note that was before that.
Okay, go for it.
But yeah, so basically, like, Jill and Bobby, when they went out to dinner with Alex and Simon, because they did that after.
Right, I forgot.
They did that after, like, that individual one.
Yeah.
And then my biggest takeaway from that was when they went to, like, the confessional or whatever you want to call it, and Jill was like, these motherfuckers went to St. Bart's when everybody was in the Hamptons. She was like, you fucking spent like $300 a night on the fucking room
and I
that
thousands.
spent $2,000 on a night because I go in the fucking right season, and you went in August. Like, who goes to St. Bart's in August? Like, the fucking gall of them. Like,
Jill to me, forget it.
Yo.
She is my everything. She cracks me up. I love Jill.
Oh, she's hilarious. Yeah,
she's the best.
I mean, we'll talk about her a little bit more.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's that. And then we had Luann was getting dressed, ready to go out with her fucking niece who just came back from Coachella or whatever.
Yeah, Luann getting tanked, man.
Oh, God. They're all getting tanked all the time. And don't get me wrong. I would love for that to be my life.
Right.
To just go out and drink fucking clear liquor and soda every night and fucking stay super skinny because of it. And then, I don't know, maybe do some diet pills during the day to keep me going.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Ramona looks like she's on speed.
Listen,
she goes a million miles an hour all day, every day.
She talks about it later on. I'm not sure what season, but like that, and I believe this. That is her natural energy. She is just
shot out of a cannon all day, every day.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, that's one of the great things about her part of her charm is that she's just going a mile a minute.
Oh, absolutely.
And she's just 100 miles per hour. There's no pause or slow button on her ever.
I mean, I'm sure, like, she's got her downtime, but obviously they're not going to show that on TV. So she's like a light switch. She's either on or off.
Exactly.
There's no like in between, and they always show her on. So I get that. I feel that.
Wait till you see her on vacation. You're gonna die. Okay. Wait till we get to like the vacation episodes. They're so good.
But yeah, so after we had Luann and going out with her niece, then we had Ramona. She took her daughter to the casting call.
Yeah, for a Meryl Streep movie.
Yeah, so she pulls out of school early. She spends fucking like 10 minutes in the waiting room like, read it slow. And then the first feedback is like, why are you reading so slow?
Yeah, the casting director was like, who told you to read it slow?
Yeah, and then they like, cut to them on the side.
And Ramona with her ear to the door.
Oh, absolutely. It's hilarious.
God, I love Ramona.
Oh.
She really can do no wrong in my eyes.
She's good.
She
She's
can't.
absolutely. I love Ramona too so far. But we'll see. We'll talk some more. So what do we got next? So they tour the school. Alex and Simon.
Yes.
They go on that school tour.
And Jill. Oh, when they were talking about when they went to the dinner, it was Jill, her husband, and then Alex and Simon. And Jill was like, "I like being a connector. I get off on connecting people.
It's a weird
it makes me feel good. I feel wonderful."
That's a very weird thing to get off on, though. Like, I don't know.
No, she likes hooking people up.
Yeah.
I get it.
I hear it. I think she just
likes
doing favors and maybe just knowing. I don't know. I felt like she was collecting them. Like they're new.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like it's a new
I love
piece on the board, and she's like, "Oh, let me do nice things for these people so they're in my circle." Because I think it's like I said. I think I said in the other podcast, like she's collecting people for the war with Ramona to come.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm sure that it's coming. I can't wait.
Oh God, I'm crying.
So, all right. So what else we got in this episode?
Oh God, I think that was pretty much it. Oh
no, that last scene with Bethany where her friend came over.
Right.
And they got bombed.
Yeah.
And then she was
oh my God.
I need to talk to Jason. We're going to move in together.
Yeah.
And then Jason came over and she was like, "So are we doing this?" And he was like, "We'll talk about it later."
Yeah, did not. He was so uncomfortable. That last scene was very uncomfortable because it's very clear that he does not want to be discussing that in front of the cameras and that their relationship is.
It also could have just not
rocks.
been in front of the cameras that he didn't want to talk about it. He could have also just been like, "Oh, I don't want to have this conversation while you're fucking 10 martinis deep or whatever."
That
like,
too, yeah.
Yeah, it might be hard for me to explain my feelings on this topic and you to take them in a non-combative manner.
Yes.
So it's probably 50-50. It's even on that one.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the wrap on episode 4.
Episode 5.
So hold on, we got winners.
I'm sorry.
Winners and losers.
Cut you off.
Always doing that to me. That's okay. So like I said, last podcast, every episode that we recap, I'm gonna do the winner and loser. Mare's gonna do the winner and loser, and at the end of each episode, which is gonna be a block, we're gonna do power rankings. So winner or loser this episode. Actually, as much as I hate them, I think the winners of this episode were Alex and Simon because they got to tour a school that they had absolutely no business touring. Zero business, as we will learn later in this episode block that we're discussing, but they have zero business touring that school. And the loser, it's a short-term loser, right? Like, and I even wrote that here. The loser is Bethany because she looked like a fucking mess at the end of the episode, and that was just a bad scene all around, an uncomfortable scene all around. But in the long run, I think that'll be a good loser for her because that dude is not gonna, I think, give her what she obviously wants.
Yeah, you could see that the relationship is just doomed.
Yeah, so this was a more serious winner and loser on my part.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, I
tried to make him silly, but I really got it to Bethany.
Yeah, well, I think the winner for me would have to be Jill because she's making connections,
gathering pieces.
She is the connector.
Yeah,
she is the connector. And then I think the winner for me is I would have to go with Avery.
Avery, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Avery. Well, because I think she's a very confident. She's very similar in many ways. She's got a good combination, I think, of both of her parents. Like Mario's kind of like laid back and goes with the flow with his crazy cuckoo wife, Ramona. Yeah. And Ramona, I really respect. Like, she's very much
work ethic. And
has a great work ethic. Really wants to teach her daughter, to like take care of yourself, be independent. Don't rely on a man.
What the fuck's that about? Why'd you look at me like that?
I didn't look at you. But I think Avery is the winner of the episode because she's very grounded and she got what she wanted in the audition. First of all,
somebody to verify
to verify that her mother is wrong, and that she was doing, her own thing, and she wanted to read fast. She wanted to be natural in her in her audition.
She's not giving a valedictorian speech. She's she's trying to pretend to be a real human being, and real human beings talk fast.
Yes.
Especially
so she
real
would be,
human beings from New York. Not that she's from New York. She's from the zombie or space world of New York in the Upper West Side. That's like a weird high class thing.
Upper,
they don't even sound like New Yorkers. I feel like they have like grammar coaches. Like a guy from Brooklyn isn't gonna sound like a fucking kid on the Upper West Side. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Like dialect coaches and shit.
I understand what
you're saying. So they can sound proper when they go to fucking business school in London or some shit. Learn about the pound.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, sorry, I'm stupid. Alright, let's move on to the next episode.
Please.
Episode 5, I'll be honest.
Wait, the title of that episode?
Sure.
Careful, she bites.
Okay. Yeah, that was an aggressive title, but I mean, the episode itself I felt was...
Well, why was it called that episode? Because it's really centered around Jill and her chihuahua, who kept being so aggressive and biting.
Yeah, I didn't.
The daughter.
I didn't much care for the storyline of neglected dogs. Like, I mean, I was kind of bored.
The dog trainer.
Yeah, I was kind of bored with this episode as a whole.
We're jumping ahead. Look, we can breeze through this episode.
I'm just saying,
the episode opens up with.
You could, before you breeze through it, I just want to say, like, my notes in here are, at the end of the episode I wrote, at this point, I'm not really sure why I'm watching this. It's like, everything got kind of boring here.
Well, it's the first...
I'm most intrigued by Bethany at this point. But the preview for episode 6 was intriguing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry.
We could like I said, we'll breeze through it. So, I mean, they open up the episode, Bethany broke up with Jason, and she had this she had like a little mini anxiety attack with Alex, and is just like totally just like, I broke up. I can't believe this just happened. I broke up with Jason 5 minutes ago, literally.
She breaks up with Jason. She's holding corn in like Washington Square Park at like a farmer's market,
and like of all people,
Alex shows up.
All
and she's
people,
like, oh.
Alex, who's God.
They're not real people. Like they're fake. I don't even.
It's unfortunate.
They're just driven. Like
the first season, it's
I don't know who they really are.
Really, really hard to watch them. It's like cringeworthy.
Alex and Simon, right?
Yeah, they grow on you, kind of.
I can't imagine that's the case.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Trust me. She. I think. I don't want to get too
like it almost feels like this is a reality show,
right? That they're playing a character. They're playing a character of
themselves. Like they're trying.
It's almost like a performance art piece.
Like the opposite of Undercover Boss. It's like Undercover Rich Person. Yes. Like they're not really there. Like he works at a hotel. Like it doesn't matter that you're the manager of the hotel. You don't fucking own it. Like these people own things. You know what I mean? Like, you live in a half-built-out house in Brooklyn. They all have 2-story fucking apartments on the Upper West Side.
Yeah, but
like, just because you guys go to the Met because you fucking put it all on your credit card or whatever to get in.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead.
Sorry.
When did they go to the Met?
At the next episode.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Still, but again...
That was just my rant on how much I hate them.
I know. But also, New York is the type of place where even if, you may not have a lot of money, like, you could still... rub elbows with, and I wouldn't even really call like Jill Zarin high society like she claims, but like,
why wouldn't you consider her high society? Like, I'm not saying that she is either necessarily, but she definitely lives that life. Yeah,
they have money.
Yeah,
it's New York money.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Simon and Alex, I don't feel like they actually have that money.
But what I'm saying, I'm not being clear right now.
If that makes sense. Like,
no, I get exactly what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. But, like, if you think about, you go to a party in New York, you'll find an artist who lives in Bushwick, who doesn't, like, make a lot of money, like, schmoozing with somebody. Like, I could totally see Jill Zarin, maybe not Jill Zarin, but, like, Luann. As we saw in that episode when she goes to the bar. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like New York is such a unique city where you could be, like...
But most of the parties are places they go to, unless you have money, you're not getting in. So I feel like these people are, like, mortgaging their future in order to try and rub shoulders in hopes that they will pull them up.
It's very sad.
Because they're there for, like, connections. Like, they're almost like Parasite, like that Korean movie. Like, they're just trying to fucking leech onto these people's lives so that they could get like more
They
opportunities.
got on the show though.
Oh, for sure.
They got on the show.
I still don't understand why. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't even make sense to me. Like, they have no fucking, like... I would understand if she was, like... I don't know, who's the one in Beverly Hills? Like, Mellencamp's daughter? Like, if she was even somebody...
How did you know that? You've never even watched it.
Because I hear these things when I walk through the room when you're watching it. Like, and they stick out. Like, Denise Richards being on it sticks out because I know who she is. I know who John Cougar Mellencamp is, so if I hear like his daughter's on it, that sticks out. I couldn't pick anybody else out.
My jaw right now is on the floor that you just said Teddy Mellencamp.
But I didn't even know her name. I just knew Mellencamp's daughter. But you
You
understand?
said
I did not
Teddy.
say Teddy.
Yes, you did.
Rewind it, listen to the tape. You guys can tweet it however you want to say. I never said Teddy. I said Mellencamp's daughter.
I heard Teddy.
I don't know. I don't
That's
think
why
so.
I'm shocked. Okay.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, I have no idea how they got in. So that's why it almost feels like a prank show on them or something like that. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that was a, tangent right there.
Yes.
God, I can't believe I'm talking this in depth about this fucking show right now.
I told you. It's fun.
My head just blew up. I had a real fucking moment of clarity right there.
Listen, it's fun.
I understand. All right.
You're having fun. You can say you're having fun.
I'm not having fun.
You can't admit it. You can't actually say it. I'm crying
it was
right
so
now.
hard. I couldn't even. I was just. It wasn't even on purpose. I didn't plan on saying that, but I just couldn't allow myself to fucking say it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god, I need a tissue. We can't touch our face anymore. Oh god, I'm crying.
I'm having fun. All right, episode 5. Sorry.
Episode 5. Okay, Ramona takes the girls for a haircut, and she's gonna be the chaperone for her daughter Avery's dance, and her daughter Avery is not happy
and this is
about
and
it.
this is where I came up with how Ramona reminds me of my mom, except Ramona's trying to be sexy, my mom's trying to be silly. Like, Ramona definitely wants to go out there and have the kids like be like, oh, I want to be her when I become a teenager, like. Not even realizing how old she really is.
Oh my god, that little girl had her little moment.
Oh, she certainly
the saucy one that was in the chair getting her hair done.
Yeah, I bet her mom...
doing her little impersonations. Her mom totally prepped her for that.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what
you have to. Yeah, you got to be personable. You got to be funny. You're going to be on TV. I could just say
her mom is like Ramona Light. Her mom probably
it's
lost out on the Ramona
role. It's something what my mom would have
role.
done. My mom would have totally coached me.
Your mom would have had you in makeup before you got to the salon. Just like Julia Roberts.
Oh God! Please don't bring that up.
Sorry. You told me to talk about real shit.
Oh, that's too real.
Okay, sorry.
No. It's okay.
So they get dance. We don't see any of the dance, but that's probably for the best.
Yes. And then we got cut to Ginger's Aaron, Jill's Chihuahua, and the very their relationship with her and that dog.
I didn't like any minute of it. The dog's fucking got his tongue up her nose. That was disgusting. It's like the fucking how a mom sucks the boogers out of a baby's nose. The dog is eating her boogers. You don't
relate. You don't relate at all with how you act with our corgi.
No, not like that.
Mike.
My dad might. He's the one who lets her clean her fucking face. Yeah, my dad will lay there and just let the dog lick his face for 5 fucking minutes. It gets to be a little aggressive. But I do not let her lick me like that or anything like that. Okay. Will I cuddle with her? Is there a clock with my picture on it? That cuddling her on the couch? Yes. But...
with no shirt on.
That's neither here nor there. But, yeah, no. No, I don't really like
made
that.
For Christmas this year. I got a clock made with Mike holding our corgi on his belly. He's got no shirt on.
It's like the picture of George Costanza. Yeah, like the timeless art of seduction.
So just imagine that, Mike with no shirt on and our stupid corgi right now. Oh God, we are going on so many tangents. Okay.
That's because this episode sucked.
It's very true. Just Ramona throughout that whole episode just reminded me of her just being the cool mom. Remember Amy Poehler in Mean Girls?
Oh, yeah.
That's That's who she reminds me of.
Absolutely.
Just like trying to be the cool mom with all her little 12, getting them all. They all got their
1,000,000%.
blowouts, picking out their outfits, dancing with them in the bedroom before they go to the party.
Oh man, you know Ramona watched that movie with her daughter and was like, "Oh, she's cool. She's cool, right? Yeah, she's cool."
Wait, but Ramona talking about like how she doesn't get the dance moves that these young girls have. They don't
shake the top.
They
only shake at the hips.
Yeah, they only dance at the bottom. I like to shake everything. Oh god. I thought oh god. Well, I guess we could fast forward now to Alex. No, see, this episode was great because it was Alex's surprise birthday party that Simon set up, which
it was
pretty cringe-worthy, the whole thing.
It was so very cringe-worthy because Bethany got fucking shithoused to the point where she had to get a talking to.
And she totally got, like, I feel like
she got breakup
Simon...
drunk.
Yeah,
she got breakup
she
drunk.
did. Yeah,
and that's that's understandable.
It was so awkward.
Simon tried to do the right thing. He was like, "Yeah, why don't you come out to this boat, have some drinks? We're gonna go to dinner, blah blah blah." She shows up, gets bombed.
Yeah, and I thought it was
before
really.
Alex even shows up.
I thought it was
a bunch
really
of strangers.
Well, it was great editing. On it was really good editing in that episode. Like, where what's her face? Bethany's saying how I'm not trying to have like a Dr. Phil episode here. I don't want to like give them all my business and then like cut to she's just like verbal diarrhea all over them. Like can't stop talking about it.
Trying to explain her entire relationship thing. It
was
like,
oh my god.
It was like trying to follow like when in that show Dexter when he used to do the blood splatter stuff and he would just have like strings throughout the entire room. It's like, where is this even going? Like nobody even can understand it.
Yeah, one of the notes that I wrote down that you said Bethany is the female George Costanza.
Yeah.
She's super neurotic. She's so neurotic, and it adds to her charm.
Yeah, and I'm really starting to appreciate Bethany a lot more. And then seeing her on Twitter nowadays, though, too. Yelling at billionaires, but that's neither
Bethany for president, let me tell you.
I would vote for her right now.
Would you?
Her and Cynthia Nixon, let's do it. I voted for her for governor. Fuck Andrew Cuomo. Let's see.
Well, we could jump to the end of the episode where, they had this big surprise party, or Simon threw this big surprise party for Alex.
Yeah.
They had cocktails and a few apps, and then kicked all of their guests off the boat so they could go take the boat out together.
Yeah, you guys go hop on the subway. We're gonna go see the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, bye.
Now. Like the whole time, I thought the boat was moving.
Yeah,
I didn't realize they were on the dock still. Like, how lame is that? He invited 20 people to a boat, and it was like,
can you imagine? Like, can you imagine getting invited to a party like that?
It's like, yo, just come to a shaky dinner. How would you like to have dinner, but the liquid in your glass rolls back and forth? Does that sound appetizing to you? With none of the fun of the boat involved, you just get the shakiness. How would you like to have Dramamine just before dinner and not see the Statue of Liberty?
We're not taking you around the tip. We're staying put.
Yeah, we're just gonna... Yeah, just come down here right by the helicopter pads where the ferries park and shit, and then we're gonna eat, and you guys can get back on the subway.
Yeah, I mean, and their whole display of affection is just so cringy and put on.
Oh, it's so fake.
It's so, like it's trying to prove to people that they're so fucking in love when it's like, bleh.
You know, they remind me of like American Psycho if he wasn't a killer. Like like Patrick Bateman, like they're so obsessed.
Oh yeah.
Like, did you ever read that book?
Yes.
Like 90% of the book is listing the labels of the people that are wearing. You know, like it's just
no, you're right. Yeah, well, because he pulls out that like those ridiculous earrings, those hoop earrings that like I can buy it in.
At one point, he was wearing like a see-through black shirt that like all the girls in the '90s wore when they got flash photography and they wanted the nipples to show on like the red carpets and shit.
It's just and the way he's obsessed with fashion, which is fine. I'm not like
do your thing.
Be obsessed with fashion, but just like when she's trying, like whenever they go shopping together, and she's trying on something, he'll go, "Do you mind if I buy that too?"
Yeah. And also, how about this?
Don't
spend $90,000 at a fucking boutique if you don't have floorboards. That's another thing, maybe.
Oh God!
All right, we'll get to that though next.
Yeah.
All right, so at the end of the episode was Bethany packing from Miami.
Yes.
And hard questions with Jill Zarin.
Ooh, Jill Zarin,
throw
her on the grill.
Why are you running away?
Yeah.
Why are you running away? So if you want to face your problems, right? So why are you going to Miami?
Wait. Can we jump back real quick?
I love that Bethany was just like, yeah, that's all great. You're 100% right. I'll see you later.
Go to Miami. Wait, before we go, wait. I just want to jump back real quick to Alex and Simon. I'm sorry. That moment when, Alex says he's the master at creating memorable moments in her confessional. So I don't know, I think it just speaks so much about her to they just put each other up on these high pedestals. It's so unrealistic.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
It's so unrealistic. Okay, we can go back to Bethany and Jill because I'm sorry.
Well, there wasn't much to do there. It was just Jill hammering her with questions. And basically,
oh yeah, Jill, when she goes, is it too much to be with a man with 3 kids?
Is it too much for you, maybe? Can you not handle that? Is that why you're going to run to Miami right now? Is that what it is?
Only a certain type of woman can handle something like that.
But yeah, hard questions with Jill Zarin. I did appreciate it. And like I said, I appreciated the fact that Bethany was just like, yeah, you're right. You pegged me to a fucking wall, but I'm going to go sit first class now to Miami and go eat fucking, seafood. But yeah, so that was the end of that episode. Unfortunately, when Bethany was in Miami, she called fucking Jason. That's his name, right? I think. Yeah.
Yes, Jason.
Yeah, so she calls him, and they get back together. So
we didn't talk about the dog training lesson. We don't have to.
Oh.
But just basically that we can move on.
Yeah, it was a shit show. It was the dog trainer did 5 minutes of training. And the dogs started listening, and they were like, how do you do that? It's like, well, you actually do it. That's how it happens.
And Jill was like, I know all the things that I have to do, but I'm not going to do them.
I'm just not going to do them. And then the daughter comes home, the dog's still on the bed, and she's like, what? She just means they're sleeping. She can still go up during the day.
Yeah, during the day it's fine.
It's a
not
different
at night.
Story. Yeah, no.
Okay, sorry.
Bullshit.
We can go back.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
So initially, I had the winner of the episode as Bethany because she was going to be single. She got wasted on a boat. She's going on vacation in Miami.
Yeah.
But she got back with the guy, so she's not the winner no more. So the winner to me was that little girl who went and got made up with Ramona and her friends, and she got all the screen time because she was a fucking character.
Yes.
She was the winner of the episode. She stole the screen. And the loser of that episode was everybody who went to that fucking shaky dinner and didn't get a boat ride out of it.
Shaky dinner.
Yeah. Whoever went to Dramamine dinner and didn't get a boat ride out of it, you were a fucking loser. Sorry, you have lame friends that invite you to boats that don't go nowhere. Who were your winners and losers, Bill?
I want to say the winner of the episode for me was Ginger Zarin, the dog, because Jill's gonna do whatever the fuck she wants and spoil the fuck out of that dog, so he's just gonna be a well-fed, cranky, territorial dog that just wants to be with Jill and just is going to be carried everywhere and just loved.
Clean her boogers.
Yeah. Yes, and clean Jill's boogers. Oh, God. Oh, God. The loser... I guess the loser would have to be Ginger Zarin, too, because she's got to clean Jill Zarin's boogers.
It's the gift and the curse. Yeah, there it is.
All right, let's move on to our... Okay, I have to say, this was a really good episode.
Episode 6? Out. Yeah.
Yeah, good episode.
Yeah, and I didn't realize this when I saw that there were 9 episodes in the season, but episodes 8 and 9 are the reunion.
Yeah.
So there's only one more real episode left. So, this is where things have really started to come to a head. And like I said, the war to come, Ramona and Jill. That's what I'm guessing anyway. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen. So this episode starts with...
Well, the sympathy show up. They go out to from Jason. Bethany goes out with Jill and her husband Bobby. And he obviously shows up.
Jason really stepped up in my book.
Yes.
He showed up. He looked like he was ready
exhausted.
to pass out. All day on the phone conference calls. Yeah. So, I mean, he just fucking showed up for drinks. Like,
yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
He could have stayed home.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But this is probably one of my favorite moments of the show so far, were Alex and Simon going to the Met.
Okay. First of all, that scene, the scenes where they're getting ready to go, and he keeps rushing. He's nervous about getting there on time, which obviously they want to do the red fucking carpet.
Yeah, that's the only reason they're going.
Yes.
I even doubt that they like opera as much as they say they do. I think they're full of shit in every aspect of their lives.
Did you notice how much cologne Simon put on?
He sprayed it in his ears. Does he have a dog that licks his ears or something? Like, it's fucking... Like, he sprayed it 3 times on each side of his face, right in his ear holes.
And you know that, that the people that... And I'm scared to even say this right now. There's a certain type of person that wears too much cologne or too much perfume. Yeah. It's that, like...
They're trying to get noticed.
Yes.
They want people that they don't care what they say.
You smell good.
Not even that. They're even positive or negative. Even if somebody across the room is like, who the fuck is wearing that? Like just to get on somebody's radar. Like that's all they're trying to do is get on people's radar. So somebody's like, oh, that fucking tall, gangly, weird hotel manager. I want to fucking hook him up.
I need to know him. He smells good.
Yeah, I need to tell him about school openings. Like
their social climbing to me is so exhausting to watch. It's like it's so uncomfortable. It's
like watching a rock climber. It's like one of those people on those fucking fake rock
that's a
walls,
very good
and they're
analogy.
like struggling in the middle where it like angles out, and you're like, you gotta try and jump with your arms. Like, how do you even do that? Like, yeah, they're gonna get to a point where they gotta jump with their arms, and he doesn't have the arm strength for that. And she's too frail.
And they're running so late, so they decide to jump out of the limo.
It's embarrassing.
Jump out of the limo so they could walk there, and they're like walking through the crowd, and they get to the red carpet, and nobody takes their picture. I mean, not a single solitary person.
Nobody took the picture of their front.
Yeah,
I mean, somebody must have caught her in the back. Yeah, because that was what showed up in the fucking lifestyle pages or whatever it was.
What was it, lifestyle or the fashion, whatever
it was
the style. It was the style pages of the New York Times, and she was number 25, and it was just her back. But they got a really good shot of the train of the dress.
Yeah, and she can't wear it no more. They gotta go to opera in Europe now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh God.
Fucking lame. But yeah, so
jump to Luann and Bethany going to dinner together.
Yep.
And that
was where Luann blew off Noelle.
Oh, right.
And they go to dinner, they get all sauced up. And
wait, when they're in the cab, that whole exchange that's so incredibly uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
When Bethany introduces Luann to the driver as Luann. And Luann is like,
I can't believe I had to fucking tell her that.
Yeah. I can't believe I had to tell her I should be introduced as Mrs. de Lesseps.
So, sorry, Countess. I'm actually surprised she didn't say Countess. I'm honestly surprised.
She's gonna. You don't even know what
she's
you're
gonna Countess it up
her.
soon.
You have no idea what you're in for with her. She's really gonna take you on a roller coaster.
Oh boy,
it's incredible.
I'm excited. She looks like she can be roller
coaster. Yeah, I mean, you should be. You should be excited. It's an exciting thing to watch.
But yeah. Alex and Simon were at brunch too, reading that paper, and I wrote down like how hilarious it was to me that because they were so intent on mingling.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I just thought, and the tickets were $10,000. I just thought it was so hilarious that they spent $10,000 to not mingle and just watch the opera because, like I said, my conspiracy, they don't like the opera. They don't even care about it. And the other thing about them being fake rich was when they were in the limo, they were like, yo, don't forget to fucking take the stub so we can write it off on our taxes because it's charity.
That's right.
Like, nobody else cares about that there because $10,000 to them is nothing. But if you're sitting there talking and doing your own taxes, like, there's your sign that you don't fucking belong.
Oh God, they're just so cringeworthy. They're so hard to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
It's uncomfortable.
So Bethany and Luann at dinner getting sauced up, and they talk about the Ramona and Jill beef, And then they start laughing about how they're going to invite them to the dinner party and see what happens.
Right, so Bethany wants to put together a dinner party and cook for everybody. And so cut to Bethany inviting Jill. Jill's at the apartment. And they call Alex to invite her. And Alex asks...
Right off the bat.
Hey,
it's a girl... Let's play the role.
Yeah.
Hey, it's we're gonna have a girls' night. We're gonna just us girls. We're gonna have dinner. You want to come?
Can I bring Alex?
What? Did you not hear what I said? I said girls' night 4 fucking times in the intro. How? What do you mean? Can you bring Alex?
I'll put him in a cocktail dress.
Are you fucking serious? Is she fucking
Bethany!
serious?
We'll be there.
And then the best part was Alex when she told Simon, she was like, "Oh, they said it was a girls' night, but I asked if I could bring you," and they were like, "Oh, bring him, bring him, bring him."
Yeah, please bring him. Not what happened. That's not the conversation.
Yeah. And then, of course, nobody told Ramona, which turned into the fucking best part of the whole show.
God, yeah. I mean, Jill and Bobby, or is it Bob, or her gay husband? That's not his name. What's his name?
I forget
it too now. But Jill
Pink
and her
gay
pink cowboy hat. They are setting the table, and Jill says to put Simon in between Jill and Ramona.
And he does.
And he does. The cut to the dinner party of all dinner parties. Oh my God. It was just, it was just like so uncomfortable from start to finish, the entire party. They have this bizarre conversation about class.
Oh, yeah.
Like what class is.
Oh.
Ramona describing it. It's ambiance. Class is ambiance.
Ambiance.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's not, oh no, wait, that was somewhere else. No, class was something like, class is unspoken.
Right.
Class is quiet. Like, yeah. It's like,
less
Jesus,
is more.
all of you is so fucking loud. So what does that mean?
Less is more.
Yeah. But, I mean, that was all after the, just Ramona destroyed Simon to his face.
Yeah.
He almost broke a hand with the handshake.
Yeah.
She had a terrible fucking day.
Ow!
She was like, hey, go downstairs for a half hour, and then we'll come back up and we'll tell you if the mood's different. It was like, Jesus Christ. That's hilarious to say this.
But that's who Ramona is. She says exactly what's on her mind. She's got no social graces at all. She doesn't know how to pretend.
And that's why she reminds me of my mom.
Yes.
My mom would do that. My mom would say that. Yeah, absolutely.
And then so they go through the dinner, and just in the middle of the dinner, she's just like, "All right, gotta go.
Peace.
I'm going to the club downtown with my girlfriend."
Yeah, for a real girls' night out.
Yeah, for a real girls' night out.
Holy shit.
Gotta go.
She's like, don't be offended. Oh, okay. Yeah, she leaves and Simon's like, to have some friends.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fucking
God.
snooty dick. Okay, so next up is where we find out that Simon and Alex live in squalor.
Oh yeah.
Because they invite Bethany to Francois' birthday party. And, they got no floors.
Yeah. And the amount of money that they spend on
take care of your home first.
Yeah.
What are you, on a boat? What the fuck? You rented a boat before you put floors in your house? And you know that wasn't about her. That was about the 20 people that showed up beforehand.
Oh, it was for the cameras.
Well, everything. But,
fix your house.
Put the floors in. That is ridiculous. The backyard looked like it was overgrown. It looked like the backyard at 618. The fucking ground wasn't even solid. You didn't have nice turf. You got an outdoor party. I could be better in society.
And Bethany's reaction too. She was like, "What?"
But to be fair, she was absolutely right, because
yeah.
if anybody else would have been in that situation, they would have just shit on the house and fucking walked out.
Oh yeah, Ramona.
God, she would have lost the Ramona never would have went there. Yeah,
you're
showed
right.
up to the fucking party.
Can you
Ramona's
imagine
I'm not going to Brooklyn.
Can you imagine Luann going to the party?
Yeah. Luann would have fucking lost her mind. She would have been
so snide the whole time.
Yeah, she would have been I'm not walking on unfinished floors. I'm a countess. That is not a thing that our countess would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, Bethany, she, at the party,
She was cool, down to earth.
At the party, yeah.
Totally growing on me.
But she spills her guts again to Alex, and they are developing this friendship. And I thought it was, and Bethany makes this comment about Alex where she says, deep down in her core, I think she's a good person, which I think says a lot about Bethany. I think that she looks past things sometimes, people's flaws, and kind of sees them exactly for what they are.
I think
it could change down the road, but I'm putting it out there. I thought it was a very kind thing that she said.
I think that Alex just happened to be there when Bethany needed to talk to somebody in the first time.
Alex says that. She says that.
And in this time, like, Bethany was chilling on the floor, hanging with the kids, and, she wants a kid. She's got, like, 8 kids jumping all over her, and then Alex is like, hey, so you gonna have kids? And she starts crying. Like, so, I think both of those might have just been, like, manufactured almost. And
she did say, though, that
she did know.
Alex is disarming.
Yeah.
That she feels comfortable saying things to her.
I don't know. If Alex has a good core, it must be inside of, like, a Russian nesting doll. Like, there's, like, gotta be, like, 17 fucking layers.
I'm telling you, once we move on, you'll see. She grows on you. She grows on you. I don't think that Simon really will, but she does.
I fucking hate Simon.
Alex gets a glow up the next season.
Okay.
So, that was pretty much, I think that was the whole episode.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So for that episode specifically, winners, I think the audience were the winners for watching the entire fucking ordeal of Alex and Simon trying to get to the men. Like, those are the winners. No, well, the dinner party's coming next because, the winners were the audience for watching them completely fumble the entire Met entry and all that stuff, and getting only the picture of the back on the lifestyle pages. It was just a complete catastrophe. It was super cringeworthy. I fucking loved every minute of it. The losers were...
Can't read your writing?
No, yeah. The losers were Jill's help. Because...
the chefs?
Yeah, because Bethany came... And she was like, I'm cooking this whole dinner for everybody. It's my dinner party. And then every time I turn to look around, Bethany's got like a cocktail in her hand. And Jill's help is all like Rosanna and like her helper all like chopping shit, doing everything. And it's like, I'm sure they follow Bethany's recipe.
Well, she's being a true chef. She's ordering the kitchen. That's the head chef. That's the master chef.
I hear you, but they got no accolades. Everybody was like, Bethany, it's a great night. Nobody was like, thank the help, So, that was my winners and losers. Who was your winners and losers for the episode?
Well, I'm going to say that the winner of the episode is me because you really enjoyed it. You really love the episode.
I'll allow it.
You really loved the episode, and it's like, yes.
I'll allow it. I'll let it happen.
Yes. My idea is working.
So does that make me the loser
of the episode is you
because now I'm fucking roped in.
Yup. Hook, line, sinker.
Oh man, yeah, you're right. You are right. So at the end of every episode, I am also gonna run through my power rankings.
Yeah, I'm very curious to hear what you have to say for this episode.
My number one is still Ramona because she had a very strong episode on episode 6. Yeah. It was teetering on possibly becoming Bethany because of how neurotic she is and how funny she is and how shit talky she is.
Yeah.
And also like down to earthy. But Ramona's still a fucking firecracker, and I have no idea what's gonna happen, and that intrigues me. Like I had no idea she was gonna pop up in the middle of dinner and be like, "Well, I'm gonna go to a club. Peace out, everybody. Real girls' night. Fuck you, Simon. I'm out." Like,
wait till you see. It just gets better and better and better with her. She really can do. She's awful. There's times where she's so awful, but even in those awful moments, you're just moments, like, oh my, you don't even know what you're in for.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes
as long as you're entertained or intrigued, or
oh my god, she's so entertaining. Yes.
Yeah. So number 2 is Bethany.
Yeah.
She shot up the charts. I think she was like last or like.
Yeah. Well, the first episode you didn't like her.
Well, the first episode she was boring. She was nobody. Yeah. At the end, she moved up a little, but this episode block really pull me into the Bethany story, and I hope she gets rid of that fucking guy, because I think that would be some wild times. Lots of tequila, and who knows what'll happen. And lots of shit talking. I'm sure she's going to put her foot in her mouth a lot. I love it. Luann is third. She dropped a little bit because she just, like, as much as I say, like, Alex and Simon don't deserve to be there, like, she acts like she deserves to be there, and that's not fucking cool also. You know what I mean? Like, act like you've been there before.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
you got her number.
Yeah. So she dropped a little bit because of that, but she's still in the middle because she's fucking, she's still a wild card, I feel.
Yeah.
And Jill is number 4. I do appreciate her. She is funny. She's dropped a little bit so far, and I could see her swap a place with Luann in the near future. But I think right now she's at 4. And Alex, I fucking hate her. Like, I can't even enjoy hating her. It's just fucking.
It's just cringeworthy. It's uncomfortable. It's really hard to watch. Yeah.
So that's really all I got now.
Okay.
What do you got? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay. So once again, I don't want to watch that. The website is don'twantowatchthat.com, and we're on Stitcher, we're on Spotify. You can find the links over on don'twantowatchthat.com. On Twitter, we're don't want to watch, and the O in don't is a 0. And on Instagram, we're don't want to watch. Just spell it like you would normal words.
No 0.
No zeros. No zeros in this house. No zeros on Real Housewives. They're all fucking
winners.
Well, no. Simon's a fucking 0. Fuck Simon. Like, even Alex might be a 1, but fuck Simon.
Fuck Simon.
Fucking pretentious douchebag.
Oh,
boy.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Stay safe. Wash your fucking hands.
And don't touch your mouth either.
Yeah, don't touch your mouth or your eyeballs or anything. Wash your hands. Disinfect shit. All right, be safe. We love you.
Peace.